everybody. Welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee, and it is me, Banshee, my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Hey, I'm wearing the green today, hoping to bring you some green vibes for the week ahead. Hope everybody is doing well. I have to admit, I have not been keeping up with the business news lately. So I'll try to get back on track next week with that. But I'm hoping everybody is weathering finance as well. We know the prices are still high on a lot of things. All right, well, you know, still the month of January, and I am still using the Auspicious Symbols deck. And let me just hold that up here for you.
It's upside down.
Did I turn it upside down? Well, there we are. It was reversed. The auspicious symbols are reversed. No. Let's hope not. All right. Well. I knew it. Okay, I'm sorry. It's Lakshmi. It is Lakshmi. This is a very auspicious one, I have to say. Is there fine? Okay. Lakshmi is number 17. And I believe I can read the saying right from the book here. It's on the card. Lakshmi pours abundance, prosperity, and auspiciousness all over you. What more could we ask, huh? So let's see what our message is from Lakshmi. Open your home, body, mind, and bank account to the message that Lakshmi brings. Abundance is making its way to you now. This golden goddess offers gifts in the perfect currency, so have your eyes open to receiving it. If you have been seeking financial help, new opportunities, or material abundance, help is on the way. Seeking prosperity is not necessarily the only path to realizing it. Through integrity, generous action, and sharing with others, Lakshmi generates abundance. Her appearance through this card offers the energy of expanding what is already flowing, abundant and positive in your life. Allow this prosperous energy to bathe you now. This divine mother appreciates cleanliness and order, so honor her by taking care of your surroundings and giving thanks through offerings and prayers. Oh man, it sounds like a call to get your house in order, financial or otherwise. But you know what? Lakshmi responds to that. You know, you make room in your life when you clear away the clutter, clean away surfaces, etc., for more abundance in your life. So keep that in mind as we move forward in this readings. May you all experience the abundance that Lakshmi has to offer. All right. Let's say we move on to our cards for everybody. And how about a little astrology first? How about it? Well, what do I got for everybody? This reading is good from January 22nd through January 28th. The moon will be traveling from Aquarius to the sign of Taurus. The good news is Uranus is going direct on January 22nd. Woohoo! Another sign going direct. That's awesome. Venus is traveling into the dreamy sign of Pisces on January 26th. And we can't forget, Happy Chinese New Year! Year of the Rabbit begins January 22nd. So Happy New Year, all you Chinese rabbit astrological signs. All right. Let's get hopping, you rabbits. Hope you have a great year. Okay, let's move on to our readings, and let's start with our air signs. That would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's think green. Spring is getting closer. I do notice the days are getting longer, which is really kind of nice. Not quite long enough for me yet, but it'll do. Oopsie. All right. Air signs, your focus for the week ahead is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is upright. Sheesh. So, air signs, your focus is going to be on preparedness, you know. Be prepared for whatever might come your way, financially, materially, in your studies, you know. Preparation is really important, you know. Hey, if you know your teacher is going to be discussing a particular thing in this week ahead, why not make sure you're read up on the subject so you can engage in dialogue and conversation. This is also being prepared for job interviews, being prepared for talking to your legal or financial advisors, having all the information you need, line it all up there and be ready. So how best can you prepare for that focus? Wow, it's the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is upright. That is awesome. You know, the best way to prepare for that focus is to rely on the resources you already have at your disposal. You know, it looks like you got to prepare for things, and it seems to me that you already have what you need. It's just a matter of getting ready, you know. And you're in a good spot right now. Whatever you are, you know, whatever you may face in this week ahead, know that you are in a pretty good position right now to manage, you know, any kind of upswing or downswing. So what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Hey, wow, holy moly. It's the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is upright, and so people are working for you. You know, they're working hard. They're doing their jobs. You know, if you are supervising people, it's full steam ahead with your staff. You know, it just seems as though everybody has got their eye on the prize. So, gosh, you know, this looks awfully good so far. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you air signs? I am happy to report, and so is Bly, that there is forward movement. You've got the Page of Wands.
Why?
The Page of Wands is upright. So it sounds like by week's end, all of this preparation, I'm just going to kind of recap as I go here. All of this preparation that you have been doing, relying on all the resources that you have at your disposal, everybody doing their job and working hard to see that progress is being made, is leading to a new, successful, potentially beginning for you by week's end. Hey, growthful. Sounds great. So I know I didn't lift up the cards for you to see more clearly. I think you can see them well here. But this is a very positive reading. So far, air signs, you are in the lead for winning the week this week. All right, let's see if fire signs can top that, huh? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this reading is for us for the week ahead. Let's show those air signs how to do it, right? We'll see. We'll see what we're going to be initiating this week. All right, one more shuffle, and we are cutting these cards. Okay, fire signs. Let's see what's up here. Okay, your focus for the week ahead is a little bit of lack of focus here. It's the High Priestess. The High Priestess is reversed. Okay, well, I think that, you need more clarity this week. You need to step back a little bit and see what's going on. And when I say this, I feel that you're in a position this week where maybe you can't rely on your senses of what's going on. You may need to talk to experts. You may need to do some research, some actual brain work here, as opposed to trusting your gut or your intuition to guide you through whatever financial issues or material issues you are facing this week. So how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, it's the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is upright in this case, and I think the Five of Cups is saying, the best way to prepare for this focus is to pick up where you've left off. Maybe some things in recent times haven't been working out that well for you, but you know what? All was not lost. All is never lost. There's always something that you have to build upon. You need to focus on taking what you have to build upon to move forward. Maybe you will regain more clarity once you really stop focusing on the losses and focusing instead on what you have left to build upon. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, you have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is unfortunately reversed here. It almost seems like there could be a parting of ways, There's definitely some disagreements on where things are headed, what people want, what people expect. I feel like, partnerships could be shattered. People could be walking away from jobs, leaving you kind of hanging. So, this is a week where you're going to have to manage conflict in some way. And maybe that's part of the problem too, is you're managing intra-conflict in your workplace, particularly for you supervisors out there or you HR people. There may be some serious negotiations or mediations that need to be done. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you? Well, the good news is you have the Ace of Swords standing up right there. That's the sword of success and victory. It looks to me like you might all get through this in one piece. I feel here that, agreements can be reached. Maybe positive decisions can be made so that you can move forward to victory. If you can just pull people together and formulate a direction or plan, I think that's going to be half the battle here. Let's take a look at this again from beginning to end. It looks as though, there's a lack of focus this week, and maybe, instinctually or in your gut, you really are having problems getting a bead on what you need to do. You may actually need to seek some advice from others, do some research, talk to people, as opposed to relying on what you're feeling inside. Because it might be leading you astray this week. And the other thing is, it might be leading you astray because you're focused on some recent losses, maybe some disagreements. We'll get to that. Maybe some recent losses or inabilities to work together. What you need to do is focus on what everybody can agree upon, what you have left to work with, and take it from there. Because there are some serious challenges in relations to working with others this week. There maybe needs to be some outside mediation or some agreements that need to be made. There's some conflicts that need to be addressed, some differences of opinions that, if left to their own devices, could cause some major rifts. Some people walking away from you, walking away from their jobs or partnerships with you. But ultimately, I feel there's a good possibility you will be able to smooth this out. You will be able to move in a more forward direction by week's end. There's victory. There's also, I think, clearer communications and wise decisions and agreements being made. So I don't think this matches the air signs reading, but it is not completely bad news for you fire signs either. Good luck with that. All right. Hey, Bly, can I bother you for a drink? Cheers. Water signs? Bly is the keeper of my glass, but I have to move Bly back so I don't knock everything over. All right, hey, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this reading's for you for the week ahead. Well, we're not going to let those other two elemental signs there throw us off, huh? You know, they're not going to get the better of us. You're going to have a stellar week, aren't you? I'm hoping. All right. Okay, water signs, your focus for the week ahead is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is upright. Well, your focus for the week ahead is stepping back. You know, I'm not saying take a vacation necessarily, but how about stepping back a little bit from accepting more obligations at this time, playing kind of a wait or more goals or how do I want to say this, projects, because, you know, maybe you have enough on your plate. Maybe you need to see where you are with the things you are working on right now, you know, and then, and only then, if you really feel you can tackle something new, you can accept what's offered. But, you know, you may have to tell some overly eager supervisors, etc., to slow it down a little bit, you know, maybe even, you know, as far as if you are in retail or in some industry where there are a lot of supply demand issues, you know, maybe you're just going to have to say, hey, wait a minute, you know, we need to see where we're at right now before we accept anything else. So how best can you prepare for that focus? This is interesting to me. It's the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is reversed. So the best way to prepare for that focus is to really think about whether you can take more on or whether you should stick with what you're doing now. Stick with what you're doing now, because I'm looking at that card too, or take more on. This is about tending to your work and how well you're tending to your work. And when it's reversed, it's saying, you know, if things aren't working out, or maybe there's too much on your plate, you don't want to take on more. You don't want to be distracted by more things so that what you've been working on withers and dies on the vine. You know, you're going to want to think before you accept anything else. Or maybe what you might choose is if you realize that you put in a lot of effort and what you've been working on is going nowhere, then maybe it is time to accept and move on to something new. So what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, we have our first repeat card. It's the High Priestess reversed. And so the High Priestess reversed is saying to me, I wouldn't rely on others to really lead you and guide you in this decision this week. This is your decision and yours alone, you know. I feel here that they may muddy the waters for you, you know. They may have their own ideas and projections based on their own needs as to what they want to see you do or not do. So I think you should really trust yourself as opposed to others this week who may not give you the advice you're really looking looking for. And will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for the water signs? You have the Lovers. The Lovers is reversed. So I'm feeling here, this is an admonition by week's end. There's a potential here for you to make the wrong choice. Now, I say potential, because you're getting this information now. So, really, really contemplate what needs to be done here. Because you could make a bad decision, a poor decision that maybe you should have thought about more. What is right not just for you, but what is right for everybody who is involved in this situation. All right, so let's take a look at this again, because really, again, this is another reading I feel that just kind of fits all together like a glove, albeit it's not the perfect ending like the air signs had. So, the Four of Cups is saying, yeah, you need to step back a little bit. The focus is to step back a little bit and decide, should I finish what I've started here? Should I finish working on these things right here? Or should I accept something new at this time? And right here, the best way to prepare for that focus is really to assess the work you have been doing here on these things. Is it paying off? Does it look like it's going to pay off or not? Or should you abandon it and start something new? That's the challenge here, because honestly, you're not going to get really good advice from other people this week. This is a decision you and you alone can make based on your efforts, and what you've been putting out there, the resources you've been committing, etc. And ultimately, there's a potential here that you could make a bad choice or decision. So don't rush this. Take the time that you need to make sure you're doing the right thing, because it could come back to bite you, I'm afraid, water signs. Good luck with that in the week ahead. Hey, Earth signs, it's finally your turn. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's see if you can bring in the money, money, money. Okay. One more. Hey, Earth signs, your focus for the week ahead. Another repeat card. But it's reversed this time. It's the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is reversed. Well, so you're starting off the week, letting go of a lost mentality, you're letting the past go, letting things go that just didn't work out for you. You're taking what you have left and you're moving forward to new opportunities. You're looking at this week ahead as a fresh new start, hopefully in a better direction. And you're basing some of that start on some of the things you've learned, some of the takeaways that you got from recent, maybe not so happy experiences. How best can you prepare for that focus? It's Temperance. Temperance is upright. Well, the best way to prepare for that focus is to make sure everything is in balance, everything is in harmony. That if you're working with a team or you have people working under you or for you, make sure that everybody is on the same page, seeing it the same way, and things should go well. Everything should be in balance and harmony. And also, try to make sure that you don't be too hard on anybody this week. Let's not push people. Let's people just kind of ease and go into a flow this week. Go with whatever the flow is as opposed to trying to force things to happen. All right, so what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, we have a King of Cups here. The King of Cups is reversed. So I almost wonder here if there is somebody in power or authority or has decision-making capacity that is not feeling it this week, not liking, this maybe relaxed attitude or whatever, this maybe is just concerned about where this new direction is going to take things and how seriously maybe you are taking it. I think they're just being a little bit of a drama queen here. So, be careful not to act out yourself in response to, this individual. Try to calm them down. Try to tell them everything is going to be all right. Kind of work that temperance magic on them and see if you can't get them to feel more stable and secure about your planning for the future here. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you, Earth signs? It's Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is reversed. Well, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. To me, I almost wonder here if this King of Cups mentality, this person or individuals are going to rattle your cage a little bit. By week's end, you seem a little bit like you lack confidence in yourself. You almost want to just kind of blend into the scenery, hide behind some of those big office shrubs at work, and hopefully nobody notices you there, and just quietly go about your routine. But that's not likely to happen here. You're going to have to be kind of forward. So try to get over it. Bring back that confidence that you have, and self, and that belief in yourself. Trust yourself that you can make things happen this week, but maybe on a quieter level. Let's take a look at this again. We have the Five of Cups reversed here. I think there are opportunities for you for growth and advancement based on some of the lessons and things and takeaways from past, maybe not so great experiences. How best you can prepare for that focus is to, get yourself in balance, make sure that you are ready and steeled for a heady week ahead. Make sure that others around you feel comfortable and secure and relaxed. That there's no stress in the environment, because guess what? Somebody is stressful in the environment. It could be supervisors. It could be, maybe it even could be people that, you owe money to, who are concerned about, are you going to bring in enough money to pay your bills, and that sort of thing. So, there may be some acting out here. There may be some people that you have to kind of talk down, and it's going to rattle you a little bit by week's end. You're going to feel like your confidence is lost. You don't want to really have to deal with this situation, but deal with it you must, because, you can't just hide. You can't run and hide. It will come back to haunt you eventually. So trust yourself. Trust yourself that you have what it takes to solve this dilemma, this situation. Well, I have to say, after going through the earth signs and everybody here, it looks like the air signs definitely have a stellar winning week ahead. Congratulations to you. Everybody else, hang in there. Prove me wrong. I always love to be proved wrong, and I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. That's all I can say. Next week, we'll see how the forecast changes. So I just want to remind everybody to watch Mr. O's shows, his Goth Tarot, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday, where you can find out about the dark, shadowy sides of your life and try to find the balance between the light and dark. And also on Friday, his emotional exchanges. Hey, we had a few little emotional things going on there with the earth signs. Why don't you check out his emotional exchanges and find out what's going on, what the temperature is, emotionally in your interpersonal relations with others. And speaking of emotions, come to happy hour, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Saturday morning, where we give you happiness, we hope, joy, fun, silliness, if nothing else. So join us for an hour where you get a positive message from Spirit. And that's it for this month. I hope everybody has a great week ahead, and I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.